Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another morning of stamping. My name is Sarah Simon. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm located in Appleton, Wisconsin. And good morning, Dee and Karen and Julie and Mary and Nancy and Lori and Debbie and Betty and Karen. Oh my goodness, lots of you hopping on here this morning. What is the weather like by you? I know that Julie said it was, I think she said balmy, maybe mild, and 19 in North Dakota. It has been, our wind chill has been below zero for the mid portion of our week. So being a teacher, Sarah would know that. I see Sarah, good morning, just jumped on. We anytime our wind chill is below zero, we have indoor recess. So those make for some really, really long days for our teachers when the kids can't get outside and run off some energy. So it is, oh yeah, freezing rain, Lori. Yeah, we are too. We're supposed to start with snow and turn to freezing rain, I believe overnight. So we'll see what tomorrow morning brings. Um, but it at least has cooled up. I think it's supposed to be in the mid 30s today. It's so funny, like only in the Midwest can you go from 50 degrees on Monday to minus 25 degrees. A 70 to 75 degree change in temperatures in just a couple of days. Um, all right, let's see. Who else do we have to jump on that I did not say hello to? Gian, good morning. And Kay, good morning. I'm so glad you're here with me. Gosh, I have lots to share with you. As you know, last week I had my team meeting. We had so much fun. Let's see. Mary fixed it. No volume. Okay, so it was on your end. Okay, good. Um, I had my team meeting last Saturday, and so I'm going to show you the projects that they made and just kind of share a little bit about that. They made me some amazing things, plus, I've gotten some really amazing cards in the mail. So I think I'm going to start with my happy mail. So I received this card right here. Look at how beautiful that is. I love this nativity set. So I did not sell mine because I thought there were so many ways that I could use that in years to come. So this comes to me from Kava Naprin. Isn't that beautiful? I received this cute card. Believe this one was from Debbie. Yes. And then Debbie gave me a fantastic, like, pampering gift. And then she had this cute little bag in there that she made as well. I've done a couple of videos where we've made bags like this where you roll back, you fold over the paper so you can see the both sides of the paper. And in here was a little Christmas treat for Miss Lila. So she got a little Christmas treat as well. So thank you, Debbie. I received this beautiful card from Kathy Kessler. And then, whoops, this I thought was cute. I love that quilting look on that. This is from Lori, who's on here. And along with it, she sent me these post-it notes. Look at this. This says, I didn't sign this card before I sent it on to you, although it holds my warmest thoughts, invisible but true. So if you find you need to brighten someone else's day, just take this card and sign it, then send it on its way. And these are post-its. You can post this on the inside of your card so somebody can reuse your card. You could also use it for treat holders, she said. So cute. Thank you, Lori. I will definitely be using that. I don't sign a lot of my cards because I want people to be able to reuse them. And then I received this thank you. Look at the fold on this one. I'm going to go ahead. Mary sent me one like this before. I haven't done this one yet. We have to do this one, but it slides up like that. So cool. This is from Mary Van Domlin. And then look at this beautiful one. This is from Donna Dubner, who's on my team. And she gave me two cards. This was her second card that she gave me, and there's beautiful snowflakes embossed in the background there. And then let's see, I received this card from my team member, Julie Schlevy. And then I received this from my team member, Michelle Jones, along with another. She got me some wool and mittens, homemade mittens. So, um, yeah, Anna, I thought that was really cool too. I know that my upline, no, not my upline, Kelly's my upline, but also in her downline is Christine Bertram. And I know she puts a post-it note on quite often that's similar to that. Let's see. Lori said, oh, she said, you're welcome. Debbie's asking if they're available somewhere, if you had them made special, I guess. I know I get my post-its made. I design them at Vistaprint and then they send them to me. And they're my post-it notes that I put on the back of my cards when I do card swaps. So maybe you did something like that, or maybe you found them somewhere. So let me know. Um, That's the first one you sent that finally arrived. I know you sent another one that didn't arrive and you had to remake it, Mary. So, yes, this one arrived to me. All right. That is my happy mail. Now, I know I have a couple of cards that are coming in the mail today because I get my update every day. Like, this is what you can expect in your mail. All right, and then we have prizes to give away. So each week I give away three different prizes or prizes to three different people. Today it's actually going to be four. Um, and what I do is anytime you comment, whether it be in Facebook or on YouTube, it looks like most of my comments. Oh, nope, I do have some. I have Diane and Kay and Cheryl and Linda who are on Facebook. I can see, and Margaret Duncan, I can see if you're on Facebook. My goodness, I need to drag down here. A lot of you said hello. So Marcia, and let's see, Angelique and Betty and Jeanne. A lot of you jumped on while I was talking, so I apologize, Bonnie. So I can see your comments on here, and good morning, Sandy. So anytime you comment on either platform, you get assigned a number, and I do a random draw to decide who gets the different prizes. I give prizes for just commenting, which a lot of you have done. I give a prize for those who share, and do in one of the comments put that you shared because I do give a prize. I don't always see who shared. So please let me know that you shared. Um, Yes, you made it, Carol, to the live. And then for those who place orders during that week. Hi, Denise. I just want to let you know, Denise, I did get your message. I can help you out with that for sure. And I'll touch base with you after I'm done with my live today. The When your message came in as I was kind of trying to prepare everything. So I saw it and I will respond to it and I can help you with that. Okay, so back to prizes. So last week we did our sneak peeks of things coming up. And this is a stamp set and punch bundle that is in the upcoming mini catalog, but the designer paper that's on there and the ribbon and those sequins are all possible celebration items coming up beginning on January 7th. So we made that cute layout. This is another suite of product, Friends of the Ocean or Ocean Friends. I can't remember. But this was a fun fold that opens like that. And instead of having the blues and khakis and reds and all of that for nautical colors. These are very bright and bold colors. So when I did my drawing, the person who won was Julie Marzin. And I don't know, Julie, if you're on here live. Julie is from Canada. And technically, we're not supposed to be sending anything to Canada. And so, Julie, what I'm going to do is if you could send me, or I will send you a private message and I will attach a PDF that I have that people had to purchase. So I will give it to you for free. So I will send that to you as a way to thank you for supporting my business. And then I went ahead and picked the next number, and that happened to be Kelly Perpich. So, Kelly, whoops, that's upside down. I will be getting these off in the mail to you sometime this week. And then for sharing, so those of you that shared, again, make sure that you write that you shared, because then I know for sure that you did. And I write all of those names down, assign them all a number. And receiving a pack of those adhesive back sequins that you can't get yet, these are going to be a celebration item coming in January, is Joan Ballinger from Minnesota. So, Joan, I will get these off in the mail to you. And then anyone who places an order is also put into a drawing. And I'm going to go ahead and give you, I know I didn't put this up last week and I apologize for that because we had free shipping and I didn't have people were asking me, what's your host code? I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people placed orders this week. That free shipping helped. So you have a 1 in 8 chance of winning. And I ordered a couple of these when I had free product or I had money to spend on hostess dollars because I just love this stamp set. I'm going to use this stamp set next weekend. Hearts of Elegance. And if you win it again, because Kay placed an order this week, I have something else that I can give you. I know no one can send mail to Canada right now, right, Debbie? That's such a bummer. So I will get something out to you. Okay, so here's my winner. I have all the names. Woo-hoo, all the names are right here. I have them on my desk. I'm not looking, and I'm going to go ahead and pick one. The person receiving this is Denise Umlaut. Denise, congratulations. Let me know if you have this, okay? If you have it, I do have something else. Otherwise, I will be getting that off in the mail to you. Thank you all for your orders. I really appreciate it. I wanted to give you an update. I know that so many of you were so happy for me that I qualified for the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip that's coming up in May. And I do have to make a disclaimer that less than 1% of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators worldwide earn the trip. But I really, really am working hard this year to try to earn the next Stampin' Up! Trip because it is actually something that is on my bucket list, and that is an Alaskan cruise. Oh, I am so excited because on my bucket list are Hawaii and Alaska because I've been to so many of the states, but I have not been to those states. And so I really would love to get there. And so I wanted to give you an update, and I'm going to go ahead and switch my camera. I'm going to look at my comments here quick. Let me take that banner off. We'll hide that for right now. And let's see here. I have to go here. Nope, I have to go here and do this and do this. So I joined a group online that is earning the incentive trip. And so we have to have 40,000 points by the end of our fiscal year, which is the end of September. And so technically, if you go by quarters, December would be the end of our first quarter. So that means I should be at 10,000 points roughly to be on track. And I'm at 10,500 thanks to all of you, to my team members. I was thanking them last week, and to all of you, my customers as well. So I am on track so far. Woo-hoo. And I want to thank all of you for your support of my business as I try to achieve this goal. So I have my little coloring this in as every $500 500 points that I get. They're not just dollars. There's other ways that I can earn points as well. And so far I'm on track. So I'll keep you posted on my progress since all of you are helping me with this. I'm trying to decide, you get to go with 2 people. I'm trying to decide maybe I should do a drawing of all those who have helped me over the year and do a drawing to see who's going to be my guest. All right, let me turn my overhead light off and we will get stamping. I turn that off because I end up getting so many shadows otherwise. So as soon as that light goes off, You can even see some of the shadows go away. So today we are going to be making a gift card holder that's a very quick, easy gift card holder. And then I'm going to show you how to make a little easel calendar that has a little box on it for post-it notes. So last weekend, I gifted this to my team members. Kathy Miller actually ended up making them all for me. And then I designed some of the cards that we did for our make and takes. We kind of worked together with our teams. So I'm going to show you the one she designed. And then I did another one along with it. Debbie's like, I would be in that drawing. It's on your bucket list too. I know it's a fun thing. So we're going to be making those two things today. I couldn't decide last night what I wanted to do. And so I thought that I would give you something just maybe a little bit different because a lot of you probably have your Christmas cards done. If I keep doing sneak peeks, not all of you, only people who are demonstrators actually have that product yet and can make those cards. And so I thought I would do some things that you could do yet for the holidays and things that you might still be looking to do for the holidays. So anyhow, let's go ahead and get started with our first card. And I am going to have to move away a little bit from the comments because I have a different tab that I open up to give you all of the measurements. So we're going to start with Mossy Meadow, and this measures 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it at 2 3/4, and I scored it at 5 1/2. So it has 2 score lines on it. I have a piece of gold foil that measures 2 1/2 by 4 inches. And then I'm using some of our Season of Green and Gold designer paper, which is 2 3/8 by 3 7/8. I did not see this on our last chance product list, so I believe that this is still available. So you can see how, look at, there's like a little bit of gold in there. And then when you layer with just that little bit of gold in the background. Now, if you have anything that you would want to die cut, you could die cut that in the middle here so that you don't end up wasting all of that. All right. Then I also have some Very Vanilla that measures 4 by 5 1/4. And I have a piece of that gold foil that measures 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. Okay, those are my measurements. So I can come back to my comments, see if I missed anything. Thank you for those who shared. Hello, Marva. Merry Christmas to you too. All right, so that's that. I also used our Stylish Shapes. These are probably my most used dies. In fact, I have 2 sets of them so that when I do my card buffets, I can layer 2 pieces of paper and cut 2 out with each die. So one pass through, I can cut 4 of them out. So because I use them so much, I have 2 sets of them. I used the largest one and the second largest one. So I have the largest one is in Mossy Meadow, and the second largest one is in a Very Vanilla. Okay, so that's our Stylish Shapes. I'm gonna get that out of the way. I'm gonna actually move this out of my way. All right, we are ready to start designing our card. I am using the greetings of the season. I'm using some of the greetings from here. I'm also using this golden greenery. So this was a mega suite where these came together with along with this paper. And so I decided to use all of them in this card that made yes, you could make a quick punch out of the gold piece and use it on something else. So you could easily put a punch in there, whether it be a circle punch, or you could do anything that you might want to punch out. You could punch out of it just to save some of it, or that you have it for later. All right. I am going to be using Old Olive and Mossy Meadow, and set that aside for later. We are going to stamp this, and we are going to stamp on this, and we're going to stamp on our envelope. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to just put some of that greenery along this side. We are going to stamp a greeting here, and then we're going to add a little bit of greenery around that to kind of match our greenery that we have here. I decided instead of using all three different types of greenery, I was just going to be using the things that look like the pine branches. So I'm going to be using Old Olive for kind of the background color. And then for more of like the branch part of it, I'm using our Mossy Meadow. So we have, these are 2-part stamping. So I have this piece that has, you can kind of see it looks more like a lined of the greenery. And then this one looks like it's more filled in. So I'm going to do the lighter color with this one and the darker color with that one. So I'm going to put those on here so that I don't get them mixed up. So I'm just going to come here and stamp. Let's put a little bit more ink on than that. Let me flip this over. That's better. I just want to be kind of along the edges here. Let's see. I think I'm just going to get this little part right here. Okay. And then to make that come to life, we're actually going to put some of the Mossy Meadow over the top. I'm going to stand up and hopefully don't fall. I can't believe I listened back at that. It sounded awful. I am very bruised from falling. Just such a freak thing that happened. And this you don't have to line up perfectly. It's very forgiving. Okay, so that's going to be on that side. And then on the inside, we're going to type a greeting. And I'm doing this in Mossy Meadow. And it says, "It's the most wonderful time of the year." And I'm just going to stamp that over there. Okay, so this is going to be sort of the inside, but we're going to be able to see part of this from the outside. All right, on our square, we're actually going to use it as like a rhombus, so like a diamond. My kindergartners always correct me when I say diamond. They tell me, "Miss Simon, it's a rhombus." I think they just like that they know a big word. All right, we are going to stamp the season's greetings from that stamp set, and this is in Mossy Meadow. And then again, I'm just going to take and put a little bit of greenery on the top, and we're going to swing some in here on the bottom. All right, and then we'll take our more detailed part and get that there along with the bottom. Okay, I don't want to take away too much from the whole wording there, so I don't want to go overboard with the greenery there, but I felt like it just needed a little. And then let's go ahead and put just a little bit of that in along the side. Well, that didn't go well. I think that's where this is. Let's see if I can line that up. Open up your the flap of your envelope. That's not too bad. All right, and then we will do the same with the Mossy Meadow. super easy stamp set to use. Now you could have, oh, thanks, Carol. You could have used the one that looks like little hearts here if you wanted to. You could have used this one that has, I mean, there are stamps that match all of those. I just picked out the part that had like the gold in that in more, which was those pieces of greenery. All right. Ooh, what do I have on the envelope here? You know what? I don't have, doesn't look like I have my, I will take care of that before I send it out to anyone. I have a little sand eraser that'll take care of that. All right, now that we have everything stamped, let's go ahead and put this together. So I'm going to fold on the 5.5 inch little Daffodil Delight bow there. I had for one of my swaps, or I thought I was going to use for one of my swaps. And then this one is going to fold in. Now, here's a little trick. So this is where my gift card is going to be. You want this to fold flat. So you can do one of two things. You can force it with a bone folder like this, and you can push it down. The other thing you could do is just bring your paper trimmer in here and basically just go to like a 1/16 of an inch and cut that little strip of paper off. And now it folds flat, no problem. So either way, you can either force it or you can leave it like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a punch. Now, if you have a 1-inch punch, if you have a 3/4 inch punch, you could do that. We don't sell those anymore. So I wanted to show you that like we have a 1 3/4. That's the smallest punch that we have. If you just slide it in so that you have an even amount of space on the right and the left, and you just kind of eyeball it, instead of going halfway, just go in just a tad bit. And all you're doing is you're basically creating something for your fingers to come in and grab your gift card holder. Now, I didn't put anything on this side of my gift card holder. You could if you wanted to. You could put another strip of paper if you wanted to there. I just left it like this because there was so much happening over here. I didn't feel like I needed to decorate that. You could also put a piece of the Very Vanilla there and just stamp on it if you wanted to. You could put another greeting, but this is what the inside is going to look like. And I personally felt like there was enough going on with everything that I had over here that I didn't really need to do anything with that little pocket. Okay, so this is going to, but you could do this with any designer paper. You could make it, you could decide if you want to make, I don't know where my, I don't know where my seal is right now. Cleared off my desk and it must have gotten taken with some of the stuff. So we're going to use liquid glue today, which I don't mind liquid glue either. I'm just going to put that right on that gold. And then this is just going to go right on our front flap. So that's how that looks on that side. Isn't that paper just very rich looking? I love this paper. Kay says she loves this set. I do too. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to use tear and tape. And I did have a silicone mat here. Not sure where it ended up. But this, you don't really have to go too far. You just want to go over to the edge. You could use liquid glue. Just make sure that you let it dry enough. This is another one of those things where you could use, hi, Julie. Julie, I don't know if you watched from the beginning or not, but you won. But because you're in Canada, I can't send you anything. So I'm going to be sending you a private message on Facebook. and I will be attaching a PDF that's a paid PDF that you can get for free. So that's how I'll take care of the fact that I actually did choose your name, but I can't send you anything. All right. I don't know what that is, but we'll attach that to our inside. Okay, so if we look at our gift card, you could also put cash in here if you wanted to. This gift card is used already. So I'm just going to go ahead and slide that right in there. All right, I'm going to layer this on that 2.5-inch square that I cut of that gold. There'll be just a little bit of gold showing up on each end. And then that is going to go on to the larger mossy meadow one that we did. Now, if you don't like the square and you have something that would work better with a circle, you could put a circle here too. It doesn't have to be the square. It could be any labels that you have could go in here. I'm going to line this up so that this tip and that tip, it actually goes right to where the top and the bottom of that inside layer is. And that's why I liked the square. It fit just perfectly right there. And I'm just going to put liquid glue with the gift card in there. It's already pretty thick. So if I'm going to mail this, I would definitely use liquid glue. If you are going to hand it to someone or it's going to be, like you're going to give it to them in person, you could definitely use dimensionals. Okay, so I'm just lining up that tip with the edge of this and this one with the edge of that, and it goes right up to where the edge of the Very Vanilla is too, to get it centered. All right, now to add just a little bit of bling. Where are my gems? Here they are. These are our sparkle gems. And this is kind of like a champagne-y gold, but I like them. I think they're so rich looking. And I'm just going to put that in each of these corners here. I kind of put this on a weird angle here. I don't like exactly how that looks right now, but I'm going to maybe switch it up a little bit, because I did put a ribbon up there, and we'll see how the ribbon looks there. I may switch it to be on the back. We could also put it over here and remove that sparkle dot. I'm just going to make a ribbon. I'm using rabbit ears as my method for making my ribbon or tying my bow, because this does kind of have a front side and a back side to it. The back side has like white in the center with gold around it. Kind of see, I don't know if you can see that there's white in there, and then this is just solid gold. So I can kind of maneuver the tails, but I want both of the loops to have the gold showing. And if I do it the way I normally make bows, it doesn't show up. A bow maker will make it so that they're the same. Okay, and I gotta switch these a little too. Let me grab a scissors and a glue dot. Right, and kind of attach that tail to the glue dot that's there. That doesn't look so bad. It covers up a little bit of the greenery there. So there is our gift card holder with our matching envelope all ready to give to someone. Easy peasy way, uses a half a sheet of paper. And there we go. All set. That is our card number 1 gift card holder. Again, you could use circles. You could have something that goes this way across there, but you just have this folded in as your gift card holder. You could also cut a little bit of this off and make it a little bit shorter if you want, but you do need to have it at least as tall as the gift card is. All right, so there's our card number 1. All right, let me clear some of this up and we're going to go on to our calendar. All right, set this aside. That was my sample. All right, we are going to make, I'm going to keep some of this I need here. We are going to make an easel calendar that has a place for Post-it notes. And so we are going to be using, look at the colors in this. Are they not very rich? Kathy used it when she did hers with some of our new products, so it's very springy. So I will share that one with you as well. But I thought that I would share the dimensions. I'm going to be getting my label and my greeting from the Unbounded Love bundle. And we're going to be using You're a True Blessing. Okay, and it fits perfectly into this tiny little frame, which this cuts out the center and it cuts out the edge. So what you can do, and I'm going to show you what I did with this. Let me pull these pieces out of here. So I cut it once with Blackberry Bliss and I used just the outer part of the frame. And I cut it once with basic white and I use the inside part. And what we can do is we can just piece these 2 pieces back together so that I have a colored frame and I have a white inside. Okay, so that is what we're going to be doing with that. All right. Thank you to all of you who are commenting on the last card. I appreciate it. Oh, look what I found. My silicone mat. I knew it was here somewhere. All right, the calendars that I'm going to be using, I got from Tailored Expressions. They are just a little mini calendar. They come 10 to a pack like this. I found them online. I get them every year. I believe it was like $9.99, maybe $10 for this whole thing. So it's about $1 a calendar is what they cost. And you just tear them off. I'll tear this top one off because we'll have it at least starting on January. I thought this was a nice gift idea, but yet it could be also something that if you don't get it done by Christmas, you could get it by the first of the year to somebody as like a little gift, whether it be a thank you or a New Year's gift or something like that. So, oh, thanks, Mandy. I'm glad that you liked the gift card holder. Yeah, I have a few of those to make as well. All right, so our dimensions, I'm going to leave your comments for just a little bit again, so that I can put the dimensions up here for you so that you can see them if you want to take a screenshot or if you want to write them down. The base of my calendar is going to be 4¼ by 11, and I scored it at 5½. So it's just a half a sheet of paper that has been scored. Okay, then we have a 4¼ by 3, and I scored this at a 1/2 inch, 1½ inches, and at 2½ inches. And this is going to create our little easel part of our card. So this is going to fold up like this, and then you're going to fold it down like that. So you're going to have a valley and a mountain and then another valley. So this is going to be adhered between my card to give it that little easel look like that. Okay, we're going to be making a box as well that'll go on the outside. And I wanted to do this with you to show you how easy it is to make this box. So when you have your 4¼ by 5½, on the 5½ inch side, so with this being along the top, What you want to do is you want to score it at 2.5. So my scoring blade is this light gray. So 2.5 and at 3. And then on the 4.25 inch side, I want to score it at 1/2 inch, which I like to do on and then 3 3/4, which is also another 1/2 inch. So it's basically 1/2 inch on either side. Okay, so this is going to be our little box that's going to hold a Post-it note. All right, and I'll show you how to put that together, but I wanted to do that scoring with you so that when I say on the 5.5 inch side, you see what I mean. It means you put the 5.5 inch side across the top, make those 2 score lines, then put the 4.25 inch, and then make those 2 score lines. All right, then I also have some Blackberry Bliss that measures 4 by 5.25. And I have a piece of the designer paper that I'm using that has a little bit of Blackberry Bliss in it in different parts. I thought about using, I love how Night of Navy looks with fresh freesia, but I really liked the richness of this. And I also wanted to use this ribbon, which is, I think it might be gone already. I don't know. I know it was on the last chance, which I was really sad to see that. I was hoping that maybe it would stick around because it's a very rich looking DSP or ribbon. I'm looking at DSP and I meant to say ribbon. All right, I'm going to close that and come back to your comments. It looks like there were a couple that come in. Hey, Kay, glad you're joining us. Who cares if it's late? I put magnet strips on the back and you can hang it on the refrigerator. Oh, that's a really good idea, Lori. If you put magnet strips on the back of your calendar, you can hang it on your refrigerator rather than having to have it stand up on your desk. That's a really great idea. All right. All right, let's go ahead and first of all, I'm going to use my bone folder, make sure everything has a really good burnish. Anytime you're making any sort of 3D product, I mean, I like to do it with my cards too. I'm going to go ahead and burnish that. And I'm going to give that a good burnish. That a good burnish. Okay, so they stand up like that. And then we're going to fold all of these in as well. And we've got to do a little bit of cutting with that. And here. All right, I'm going to leave the box for the end, but we've got it all burnished. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attach our DSP. Look at that as well. Oh, so pretty. I'm just layering this on here. I'm going to wait to attach this to my card because I'm going to wrap some ribbon on there. I'm going to use a little bit of our tear and tape, which I had out here. Here it is. And I'm just going to put a strip of that on each of these little 1/2 inch strips that are going up like that. And you might take your pick tool, kind of get underneath there. I don't have fingernails to pull that off. You don't want to flip it, put it on your piece of paper though, unless you have a silicone mat. It won't stick. Like if you had your silicone mat here, you could set it there and pull it off, but don't put it on this paper. It'll stick. You'll be stuck. All right, so this is going to come right in here and I'm going to line this up. Put it up here so that you can see it. I want this to go right to the edge from side to side like that. And then all I have to do is close my card and that'll be lined up on the other side. Hi, Marge. The ribbon is still available. Thank you. I don't know who Tranquility Cottage is, but thank you so much for letting us know that. I was going to look at it this morning and I completely forgot. Okay, so that's how we got our little easel. Just as simple as can be, right? All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this ribbon, and you can either use Scotch tape to save some bulkiness, and you could also save how much ribbon you have to use. I want this to be pretty close to the top because we are going to be putting that box down here. So I'm probably only saving like maybe about, I don't know, what is that? Maybe a half an inch or 3/4 of an inch. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this so that it just wraps around like that. Now you can do do this one of two ways. You could grab some Scotch tape, or another way to do it. I know those of you who follow Christine Bertram, she does this all the time, and I always forget it. She just takes a little bit of that tear and tape and she puts that right over the ribbon. Whoops, make sure it's straight though when you do that. Mine's a little crooked there. Okay, so I'm going to pull it straight. There we go. And you can pull this off if you want so that it's a little bit of tape, extra tape right where you need it, where it's going to be a little bit bulkier than the rest of it. And then you can put adhesive. Kind of serves two purposes then, where if you use Scotch tape, which is what I usually grab, when you use Scotch tape, you still have to get some tape there because it is a little bit extra bulky there. And the ribbon's going to be towards the top. So you got to make sure that your easel's on the bottom. Good morning, Sue. Good morning, Karen. All right, so that's going to go like that. We'll do that at the end. Let's get our box put together here. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut up. So you're going to put it so that it's in landscape, and you're just going to cut up those score lines to create two little tabs. Okay, and I like to make these tabs, I like to make them just a little bit tinier. So I cut just a little bit of a piece off, and you can, if you want, you can push that in. See if you hold that in, you see your little tab here. I'm just going to cut just a sliver off. That was a little bit more than a sliver, but that's all right. It's still going to work. I'm going to do the same thing over here with this little tab that's left. All right. And then to put our box together, we're going to be attaching this to one side, and then the other side is going to come right over the top. So it's going to look like this. All right. So I'm going to put my adhesive. I'm going to use tear and tape again. It's a little more permanent. Right, and so I'm going to use liquid glue on my little tabs. It gives me a little more wiggle room. Thank you to those who shared. I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit of liquid glue here and here. I'm not pulling these off yet because with my luck, it would stick to something. I'm lining up this edge with this scored edge. So you can kind of see that to make a square. I'm going to press and hold that until it sticks. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. So this cut edge right here is going to be lined up to this score edge like that. And then just press and hold it until it doesn't move anymore. But the reason I use liquid glue is because it will kind of slide if I don't get it right in the right spot right at the beginning. Okay, and now I'm going to take my take your pick tool. And I'm going to remove, first I got to make sure that it's pressed down enough so I only remove the white part, not the glue. And it's going to go right on top of there. And it's just going to slide right on top of there. Whoops, it slid on me. Just when I said it's permanent, it wasn't right away, and then it slid, then it was. Okay, so we're going to make sure it goes all the way to the edge and press it down. Okay, I like to have it so that this right here, so the part that's going towards the back, this is actually my back then. So I'm going to go ahead and add more of my tear and tape so that that is a really good, just looked like it wasn't completely going down. So I'm going to go ahead and add. Now I have to kind of put my fingers inside of here. I'm going to do another strip here. And we'll do one more for good measure in the middle. Okay. Now, before I put this on here to hold my Post-it notes, what I want to do is I want to adhere my calendar. It's a lot easier to press down before I have it all added. Hi, Tammy. Thanks for joining. Oh, thanks, Becky. It was nice to hear from you. All right. And again, oh, look at that. I did it with a fingernail. I guess I have more fingernail than I thought. All right. So this is going to go on the opposite side, and I'm just going to try to get an even amount on all four sides. Like that. And then I'm going to take my bone folder and rub it in there to make sure that that stays down. Isn't that fun? Kathy sent me all the dimensions for the one that she designed. I'll show you that one in just a little bit. I'll show you all of the projects that we had from last weekend so that you can see them. We like to let them use some of the product that maybe they haven't purchased yet, or give them some ideas with product they have purchased already. This is all going to be towards the bottom. I'm trying to keep an even amount of space on the right and the left. I'm just going to set that down. And again, I'm going to put my bone folder on the inside and give that a good press. I always buy white Post-it notes because they can match with almost anything. And so I find these around here, I get them at Meijer, and I can get a 5-pack for about $9.99. So they're about $2 for each little Post-it note thing. But I really like the white because then I don't have to worry about matching my paper with the right color. All right, I'm also going to take a little bit of this ribbon and I'm going to tie a knot here. And trim that off. Whoops. And you could just leave it like this if you want to, and just have the paper do the work and let it stand up on your desk. Okay, so there it is standing up. Or you can add a little greeting for them to see every single day when they look at this. And so I decided I really liked that. You're a true blessing. So I'm going to take some Night of Navy ink. And I already cut out that label. I showed you how I did that. So you're a true blessing. Hopefully my head wasn't in the camera there. Lori, did you check online on white Post-its? I don't, we have a Meyer and they have like any color Post-it you could think of. I don't know if they're like if they have an agreement with Post-it or what, but I know at our Meyer, and I don't know if you can order Meyer online from Meyer, Meijer. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use dimensionals where these two pieces come together, where the white and the Blackberry Bliss. So when I put them back in together, I'm going to have my dimensional so that it's on both sides. And that's how I'm going to stick these two pieces together. And for good measure, I'm going to put one kind of in the middle, on top and bottom. I don't want to put anything right in the middle because my ribbon's there and it gets kind of wonky. So I'm kind of making a little pass in the center here for my ribbon to go through, but yet my dimensionals are holding my white and my Blackberry Bliss piece together. So you can kind of see where it's half on the white and half on the Blackberry Bliss. And you do have to use many minis for that. I'm going to put this up here. So now every day they can see that they are a true blessing. They've got their little Post-it notes that they can take out and use. They've got a handy calendar to quick look up dates and see when things are. All right, so that right there is our calendar. Now, the one that Kathy made is absolutely adorable. Look at this. This is with some of the new designer paper that'll be in the upcoming catalog. Hi, Amy D. And again, we used white Post-it notes. We have the same calendars. It's the Easel. We use some of that white frayed ribbon. And just like that, this Oh Happy Day is from the Playing in the Rain stamp set. It's got that cute little bunny on it and like little raindrops and stuff like that. That's where she found that Oh Happy Day stamp set. All right, this isn't anything that you would probably be able to put into an envelope because this is a little bit too thick. You would probably have to put it in a padded envelope if you're going to send it to someone. Right, so super, super easy to do. Like I said, tailored expressions is where I got these little mini tear-off calendars. There are some that you can find on Amazon. They might not be the exact same dimension. These happen to be, let's see, they're about 3 inches wide and or long, I should say, and about 2¼ inches wide. So 2¼ by 3, they roughly are. So you could probably just any little calendar that you found, as long as it was smaller than that, could fit on there. Yeah, Kathy's is absolutely adorable. I loved this when I saw it. And you could use any of the papers in there. She used a combination. Some of them had like a balmy blue in the background, I think it was. So yeah, those are the calendars. These are the other projects that we did. So I designed this one for my team, for our teams to make last week. And this is that tunnel. I think it's called a tunnel fold, where it makes like this little tube here. And this is from that Wildflower Birthdays, I think, suite of products. Hopefully you've gotten your catalogs by now. I did ship mine out at the beginning of the week. If you didn't get one and I somehow missed you, I did print a list of anyone who purchased an order from me in the last 6 months. But if I somehow missed you, please let me know, because it's maybe not as accurate as I would hope, but it is from my Stampin' Up website. And then I have to make 4 cards with this suite of products. So I was just kind of playing around with the little plaid paper. And then this I just cut out from the designer paper. And this is one of the frames in that storybook. And then that's one of the stamps. And then on the inside, I just have it blank to add whatever you want. All right, Joan, you're late. You won. I'll be sending you something this week, Joan. All right, so that is the second one. And then Kathy designed this with some of our upcoming celebration product. So this paper is in celebration, just absolutely gorgeous. This stamp set, along with these dies, are in the, if you purchase $120 worth of product, you can get that for free, where it has this, it says, my thoughts of you are all heart-shaped. And then this ribbon is also a celebration product. And so are these sequins that we used last week on our toadstool card. Okay, so there is another beautiful card. And again, these are the exact same shaped, stylish shaped dies that we used in our card here. Okay, so she used the largest one and the second largest one, just like I did. Okay, she just turned it this way. But very similar. Hers is a portrait. This was more of a landscape card, but using those same dies. She might have used the second and the third. I have to look at that. I can't tell. No, I think it's the same. All right, so those are our cards and a little sneak peek on some of the stuff that I did with my team, and showing you how you can make this as well. All right, so that's team. These are the things that we made today. Next week, I think I'm going to focus a little bit on some of our online exclusives that you can actually get right now, including some of our Valentine stuff. I know it seems weird to do Valentine's before Christmas, but once that new year hits, everything's going to go really fast. All right, let me turn my light back on. And then I'll come back to you. Hello, I'm back. All right, I have a dog over there that I think she wants to go for a WALK. It's been so cold that we haven't since Monday. So I think today she's going to get her wish. So thank you guys so much. I know that this, like the gift card holder that you could do with anything. I know it requires a few other products to do the calendar, but I know people are always looking for different gift ideas, so I thought that that would be cool to share with you, in case you were looking for something like that. I will be back here again next Saturday at 8:30, and at the same, I'll do on Facebook and I'll do YouTube for those of you, depending on where you want to join me. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you can find some time this busy season to be creative this weekend. Oh, look at this. I think, oh, no, I didn't. It's just a shadow. I thought I had my Powerade Zero that I was drinking this morning, and I thought, oh gosh, don't tell me that I dripped on my shirt. But I think that was just a shadow that you're seeing because there's nothing on my shirt. All right. You guys have a great weekend. I will see you again next weekend, and it'll be that much closer to Christmas, the weekend before Christmas. Oh my goodness. Have a good one. Bye-bye.